members. Thank you very much.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to this
in the interest
petition,
of time, since we're under a bit of pressure now, I'm not going to go back to Rosie Grant because I think people
on this time,
have
on this
responded to
moment.
what she was saying,
Today, the Public
and that we
Petition
should write to
Committee
Scottish
are going
Government
to
and the issues that we'd be highlighting be
consider our
ones that
petition, whether to close
reflected
it
in
or
what she has had to
to
say,
make more
and what other
recommendation to the
committee
Scottish
members have had to
Government.
say.
We've sent our
And
response
I
to
think,
them,
you know, the point
to
that
the
Gail Ross
written
makes is the
submission
challenging
from
one,
the
is which
government,
is
and we
when
have
is
we're
centralisation
still
centralisation for
asking
its
the
own
Public
sake, and when
Petition
is it
Committee
necessary?
to call up
We had this argument in
witness
Glasgow around acute
to
services,
stand
when
with
people
us and
wanted, you know,
to
who
give
felt that the
testimony
hospital was too
about
far away when it was
racism
the other
in the
side
classroom.
of the city. So
So
that is also an
here
issue
today is this
hugely amplified in
first
remote and
ever
rural and fragile
consideration of the
communities.
petition,
But
and it's underway right
we
now.
are
I'm going
noting
to
the
leave
support of
you
Rosie
to
Grant
it
and
and
Edward
listen
Mountain,
what
and
the
that we would be writing to the Scottish
honourable
Government in
member
the
of
terms that
Scottish
we've
Parliament
described.
are going to
If
decide
we can now move on, and
about
I
it.
would
But
thank
the
Rosie
process
Grant
is
for her
underway, and
attendance.
hopefully
I'm not
we
sure if
will
she's
see
engaged in any more of
the
them. I wouldn't be
outcome
surprised.
of this moment. But really,
If we move on to the next new
we
petition for
appreciate your
consideration
presence
today,
here.
which
Thank
is
you for being
petition
with us.
1840, addressing racism in Scottish education, lodged by Deborah Kayembe on behalf of the Freedom Walk. Petition calls on the Scottish Government urgently to address racism in the Scottish education system by implementing anti-racist education in the classroom, delivering anti-racist training for all school staff, and recording, monitoring and addressing racist incidents in schools. Submissions have been received from the Scottish Government and the petitioner. The Scottish Government submission notes that teachers are expected at all stages of their careers to demonstrate professional values and personal commitment to social justice and cultural diversity by engaging learners in real-world issues. It also advises that the National Framework for Inclusion has been designed to ensure that all teachers are appropriately guided and supported throughout their careers towards gaining the required knowledge and understanding of inclusive education. The petitioner's submission states, quote, "There is nothing within the Scottish Government response that demonstrates that anti-racist training is being provided to qualified teachers in a consistent and mandatory way." And I wonder if members have any comments or suggestions for action, and I'm going to call Gail Ross.
Thanks. I found this one really quite interesting again, and I know that we've dealt with ones on a similar kind of vein. We do have a lot of submissions from organisations. I mean, we've got stuff about the EIS, we've got stuff about Education Scotland, we've got the Respect for All anti-bullying policy, which I was actually part of as part of the Equalities and Human Rights Committee of the Parliament that informed that new policy when we did our bullying in schools inquiry, which was a big eye-opener actually. I think, though, it's another situation, and we've had this again with many petitions, where you get the official line and then the petitioner comes back with an equally interesting couple of points. So I think that we should write back again to the Scottish Government, just seeking some clarity on the points that the petitioner has raised about, you know, the anti-racist stuff. I mean, you know, there is a kind of difference about promoting diversity, but being anti-racist, as has been pointed out. So I would be interested to seek further views. I think it's too important to just close straight away. So that would be my course of action. Thank you.
Thank you. Maurice Corrie.
Thank you, Convener. Yes, I agree entirely what Gail Ross has said previously, and I would agree that we write to the Scottish Government to seek its further views on this matter.
Okay, thank you. David Torrance.
Thank you, Convener. Like my colleagues, I'm quite happy to write to the Scottish Government just to seek views on the submission by the petitioner.
Okay, thank you. Tom Mason.
The views of government on these issues, I think it's appropriate. So if we do that, I'll agree. That would be best.
Okay, thank you very much. I think there is a particular issue which is about not so much what teachers teach. So I think the other petitions were quite a lot about teaching history other than what would be regarded as mainstream history that excluded the experience of a range of groups of people. This specifically talks about training for teachers, and whether this is consistent and mandatory, and I think our letter should include that as well, but I think that's agreed in terms of how we take that one forward. If we can now move to the final new petition for consideration today, which is Petition 1841, Allow a Designated Visitor into Care Homes, lodged by Natasha Hamilton on behalf of Care Home Relatives Scotland. The petition calls on the Scottish Government to allow a designated visitor into care homes to support loved